Hello, welcome to Heart of the Matter. My name is Dipo Ayo Adeosi, and I have with me
Abisoye.
Hi, Abisoye. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm loving this because this is the first time we actually get to co-host together. Right?
It's a different energy, a different
I know, right?
vibe.
You look really nice, by the way.
Thank you.
So today we are talking to one of our good friends, right? Yeah. I didn't even know that you knew her personally as well.
Secondary school.
Oh, wow.
Senior.
She was secondary school. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, small world. So we're talking to one of our good friends, talking about motherhood, talking about career, and juggling everything in between.
Yeah.
Today we have with us the beautiful Mrs. Tuke Oso. You see where I stopped? I stopped because I had to...
Is that loud?
Because I have to get used to your new name.
I know.
Ah, gosh. Instinctively, I always say
Tuke
Morgan.
Morgan.
I just say Tuke Morgan. But does anybody still call you Tuke Morgan?
Most people call me Tuke Morgan.
Oh, so I'm not.
You're not in the wrong.
I'm not trying to take you to your past. That's because of mine. I'm like, no, be prophetic. For sure. So how you doing now?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I feel like of everybody that I'm good friends with, you're one of the few people who have gotten to see evolve, over time.
Yeah.
Like we met when you were single. I didn't even know you had a love interest.
Yeah.
And then next thing, Duke, I'm getting married. And then next thing, oh my goodness. No, funny, I didn't even know that you were pregnant. I didn't know she was pregnant.
Even
She just,
fellowship.
no, you came to fellowship one day and your tummy was already quite big and I was like, oh, wow. And the next thing, baby. Yeah. And then, wow.
Crazy.
Amazing. How is life generally, before we get specific?
Life is good. It's good. I'm loving it.
So how are you juggling everything before we get into...
So I'll say I have like good support, I have a good nanny, and then when I have things to do, I drop them off at my parents, or my husband is at home.
Oh, wow.
Or my sister comes over, or my cousin, so yeah.
Wow. So, but it's a great thing because obviously...
It brings the family closer.
Yeah,
it's brought the family closer. Even my in-laws were closer now because of Tyranny.
Oh, her baby is the
So adorable.
the cutest. Okay, cool. So, what are different things that you do? Because we know about blogging.
Yeah.
When I first met you, I met you as a saxophonist. And then I saw that you started doing a lot of content on YouTube. So you're a YouTuber. Yeah. And then I remember seeing stuff about reviewing food. So you're a food blogger as well, right? Or food reviewer.
Yeah, so I'm like a lifestyle blogger, but then I was working with Feroz on their website and I was going around to different restaurants reviewing.
Oh,
them, so yeah.
I see. So that was when we saw a lot of, okay. So what else do you do?
And so saxophonist, blogging, YouTube, content creation, and then I've done some voiceovers as well.
You're just all the money in Lagos. Hello. Wow.
Multiple streams of income.
Multiple streams of income.
It's nice that it's real.
I love it. So which was first? What was the first thing?
So I started, the thing I've been doing for the longest is sax.
Okay.
So I've been playing sax for 10 years.
Wow, okay.
But I haven't been doing it professionally for 10 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been doing sax for the longest.
So at what point did you add on content creation, YouTube?
So blogging, I started blogging in 2014.
Okay.
And then I would just do like 1 or 2 videos a year that I thought content was better, like the message was better passed across via video. So I'll say I started YouTube proper like last year.
Okay.
Last year. That was when I got my equipment and everything, and I got a studio.
But even before all these, like even like secondary school, and then it was, when did you even pick up the saxophone, and when would you say that whole creative journey began for you?
So sax started in A level. To be honest, in secondary school in Lagoon, I was pretty creative, or on the not wild side, but I was on the expressive side. So like for our graduation day, I was the one that did the cutting of the cake kind of thing. And then, yeah, and like give us an L, everyone would shout L, you got your L. And then in A levels, that's when I feel like I blossomed because I was the only black person in my year, and I was forced to like it's not just school you're doing, like you have to have extracurricular activities because everyone had things they've been doing since like primary school or year 7, and I was like, hey, this one I'm playing music since, this one has been doing sports since. I needed to get like different activities on board, so that's when I started being on the street.
Right. And why sax for you?
So I actually wanted to learn the guitar, and I wanted to play like Hannah Montana and Jonas Brothers and sing. That was my goal. That was like guitar, sing the guitar, and I'm like, that's what I want. He's like, I'm playing your place, you have to try that sax. So I did 2 lessons in the guitar, and I liked it, and I thought, okay, this is it. And then I tried the sax, and from that first play, it was actually love, and I was like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was actually how I started playing the sax.
So that, I think it was just so amazing that your dad encouraged you, something
to be
he
honest,
pushed you to.
he's spirit-led. Like,
Yeah.
like even for my sister's like current career, he told her to come for an event, and she was like, why should I come? Can you come? And then she met the partner of like the consulting firm she's working at, and that really helped her. So just like, your parents actually, you should listen to them.
You should.
A lot of times they're telling you something and just like, don't worry, I know what I'm doing with my life, but you really don't.
You have foresight.
Yeah, but it's not common to find that, because what you usually would find is parents that steer you more in the stereotypical or the more.
Yeah, so I'm an economist by degree, and I worked in 9 to 5. I did like a lot of financial related internships, and when was it, 2016, I was working a job, and that's when I was like, Daddy, I want to leave, like I want to do this music thing full time. And I was like, no, you're staying there, and I'm under his roof, so what can I do? And I got really frustrated, and then I like wrote a PowerPoint presentation with 14 reasons why I needed to leave my job.
My lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
My boss at that time actually helped me. He went through it. I would go to work, I would sit in my car, I would be crying. I'm like, what am I doing here? I want to go and play my saxophone. So he actually helped me like come up with like a plan. And then I sent it to my daddy via email, and I was like, we'll talk about it when I get back. And we spoke about it. He was like, he thinks I should just keep on like getting the experience and learning about structure before I leave. And then his sister was like, look at Diola Sego, look at what she's doing now. She has been stuck in 9 to 5. She wouldn't be who she is now. So that like touched his brain. Like I remember I used to play Amazing Friday Night. I was like there every week, and like my whole family came to support, and it was really cute. And then one day he was just traveling, and he just sent a message that you can resign. Like God touched his heart, and so I resigned.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's such a powerful message about that, in that, first of all, you obviously were in line with what God was trying to do with your life, because to get your boss to agree to even draft a proposal, presentation to leave
for you to
his
leave
own,
like my main boss and my team lead, like 2 of them were part of the.
I mean, and then the persistence with it, because I think a lot of people, when they try to talk to their parents about wanting to change careers or stuff like that, and their parents don't exactly see what they're trying to say, they sort of give up early. But there's, persistence and wisdom to go about it, which you clearly had with, in talking to your dad. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Right. The other thing I was wondering, like, in moving on to your creative career, would you say that the economics and that 9 to 5 financial aspect has helped you?
Yes, it has helped me, and also even the fact that I was able to build a network of people.
Right.
So like people from like my old office, they've recommended me for gigs. My former, like the main boss, I played at his daughter's wedding kind of thing, and I was just like, wow, see life. I see life.
If I didn't let her go.
See life, yeah. So like all the other stuff, when they saw them, they were like, wow, Tuke, it's nice to see you here, kind of thing. So yeah.
That's so sweet. Well, what I want to talk about, so you do all these different things, and we know that it's hard to find, like Abisai rightly said, you found a lot of structure, based on your background, working all these 9 to 5s that you worked in the past. But how is it? Because from what we see on social media, it's like you start one thing, you go for it. You start something else, you go for it. Like there's just this laser focus you have, and you're you don't leave anything halfway. We know you to like be fully grounded in each of the things you do. It's not like one is way more pronounced than the other. We know everything like balanced. How are you able to juggle all of that and make sure that each stream of income, like you mentioned, is going properly?
So I feel like I've learned over time that there are seasons for like the different things I do. Yeah. So like August, I didn't play any sax gig. I have like my sinuses are like in a funk at the moment, so I haven't had any sax. But it's gone in Jesus' name. Amen. I didn't do any sax gig, and I've learned to understand that God doesn't want to focus on that at the moment. He wants me to focus on my YouTube and to keep on like creating the content and pushing it out. So I just learned to like be still and listen and hear what it is that he wants me to do. So for example, like after I had my baby, they had to take off my thumbnail. And I was so stubborn. I was like, bring my sax to England. I want to play that instrument. My parents were like, no, but I begged my husband and he brought it for me.
Wow.
But I couldn't play because God like caused my thumb to have an infection and my thumbnail left. So it was just like, sometimes he actually like, is like, okay, you want to be stubborn. No, I'm going to show you that I'm in charge. I'm in charge. So yeah.
I love it. Wow.
So
I'm sorry, this thing about your thumbnail.
So like on the date when I was born,
yeah.
I didn't even realize I was in labor because my thumb was infected. So the pain from the thumb infection was even worse than labor pain.
No.
And I almost had baby in the house. Ambulance had to come. I can't me to
Wow.
It was quite deep.
So, but you have nails.
Yeah, now it's not bad, but
I was like,
there was
okay,
nothing there. There was
at
nothing there. Like they took it off.
Wow. Oh, that's just
It
so
seems like
freaky.
I was like, they're going to have sex. I was like, I beg. Like, stop saying that rubbish. They're not going to my finger. He's like, please, I'm a footballer. They used to take it off. And I'm like, no. But
that is scary.
Yeah.
That is actually very scary. But anyways, what I want to do is I actually want us to talk about, because, you know, there's so much to talk about with your career. Yeah. But before we even get into the rest of your life, the other part of your life, what is it about content creation that you love the most? Because, like you said, content creators are so many, you know, in the industry, well, these days, and it's important to be able to distinguish yourself and stand out and all of that. And you have quite a variety of things that you do. So, is there something that you like to a specific kind of content that you are sort of driven more toward, or do you just explore everything with your content creation?
So I do pictures and videos, and I've found over the years that some things that are better like communicated via pictures, and some things that are better communicated via like video. So for example, if I'm teaching you how to style this hair, it's video I will use. If I want to tell you about like my breastfeeding journey and like maybe ways to improve your milk supply or something, I'll do a video. But there's some things I'd rather like write like a full article and then include
just
pictures
do a
as well.
photo.
So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And then just to do with that, how do you think you created a niche for yourself with like natural hair, food? Was it based on things you loved?
It was just what I liked.
What you liked?
It's literally just what I like doing.
Just you.
I create content about. Yeah.
Was it hard to natural hair? Is that
I've been natural for 8 years. Wow. And I never used to style my hair myself. Like up until last year, December, I always used to have like a stylist, like when I'm doing shoots and stuff. And then like my maternity shoots, the person I was supposed to do it, she couldn't make it. She canceled at last minute. And that's why I was calling. They were just saying some stupid price, and I was like, I'm sorry, no. So I had to do it myself, and then I just became more confident. And because I have now learned to style my hair properly, that's why I'm like really pushing out like hair tutorial videos, because people are like, wow, I didn't know I could do this in my hair, and you make it look so easy, blah blah blah. So yeah, I like to teach people how you can do it.
I love it.
And do you think like doing the things you love, did it help with this whole idea of self-love, loving yourself and like developing that and finding your voice in any way, or was it just
I think
you wanted to do?
Definitely. All right. Well, I actually want us to talk about, you know, there's an amazing story that you have about how you met your label, how you all got married, you know, and that was a turn-up wedding, I remember. And then now you have a baby, you know, and you have a lot of YouTube content about the whole process, you know, being pregnant, having your baby, all of that stuff, motherhood. So I'd like to talk about that, but I think before we get into that, let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere.
I could feel myself falling, like saying, bro, you're falling. Wow, you're falling. This guy, you are actually falling down, oh. This stuff that you see on TV is happening to you. God is real.
Who are you?
Why are you black?
Welcome to the heart of the matter.
The whole world was looking for me. She hugged me, she's like, oh my God, it's God that brought you back. And I just dropped to the floor.
I'm going to dive right into the heart of the matter.
What are your thoughts on Canada?
My thoughts on Canada?
Yeah.
I'm really so excited today.
Just a tad. Very passionate about leveling the playing field. Listening is not the only aspect of communication.
I believe that the solution is from the bottom up. If you don't talk now, you talk later.
There's glory. There's glory.
So let's break it down. Hello and welcome back to Heart of the Matter. I'm here with Deepa and we're here with Tuke talking about her creative journey, and now we're just thinking more about getting into motherhood and relationships and how that played out. So, NYSC, what was the story? How did that lead to?
Okay, so let me just say, I never had a boyfriend before, only primary school boyfriend.
Oh.
And I didn't go into camp with the intention of finding man or anything. Like, you know, some people in camp, they're waking up at 3 a.m. to beat their face. Like, I didn't used to do makeup at that time.
Really?
Yeah. They'll be there with their torchlight doing makeup. Anyway, so NYSC camp, I was very passionate about NYSC, and I created a group on Facebook. There were like over 100 of us. So all my friends that came from overseas or were in my batch, they knew people in their camp because there were so many of us. Nice. And then it just so happened in my platoon, there was only one other person I knew, and she was a ghost copper. So I lost my cap on like the second or third day, and I was like at the back of the line, and I was squatting because it was hot. And I just said an American accent, "Oh, are you tired?" This one, because I like the accent, I was like, "Yeah, I'm tired." Anyway, we started talking.
Oh my God,
I stood up when they said we should stand up for the match. He started talking to me in his American accent. Then we now found out he was I found out he was a Man U fan. My parents are like Man U fans. I was like, okay, I like this guy. Then we now found out that like he was a redeemed baby, and I'm a redeemed baby as well. And then he was also at my grandma's 80th birthday, like a few weeks before camp. So I was like, wow, small world. So we like that day, I was like, Daddy, I met Chief Son. I was like, oh, okay, nice. In his mind, he had already clocked that perhaps this is the one. Because he wasn't shocked when I said this is my boyfriend. Anywho. So Tola was like his name is Tola, and he was very good in camp, you know. He would bring me sausage roll, ice cream. He would come and watch me.
Sausage roll and ice cream is the way to go. I remember that.
Strawberry ice cream,
strawberry ice cream and sausage roll, very good.
We would go stay under the tent, Mama Bendel tent, buy jollof rice, fried rice. Like, that's when we had our first date in camp. And then I was in the band, so he'll come and watch me as I was playing the sax with the band, and he'll come like refreshment. So it was just really sweet and nice.
So it seems so the key to is a lot of investment in food.
Food
okay.
and time. Food and time. Yeah. So
food is a love language.
It is. And then after camp, because there were so many of us, we used to have all these hangouts, like people's birthdays and all these things. And then he asked me out. At first, I didn't answer. Then after much shakara, I now answered. So we started dating on March 10, 2014.
Wow.
And then we got married March 10, 2020.
Okay.
After dating, yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's such a sweet story.
Yeah,
it's so sweet. So two things I want to find out. First of all, you said you were passionate about NYSC and you had like a bunch of people with you and stuff. Yeah. What was it about NYSC that was so appealing?
I was just excited to come back to Nigeria and serve my country. Wow. I didn't go to boarding school. So
God must have known that this guy was going to be NYSC.
To be honest, the fact he was in America for like 10 years. He's 6 years older than me, so you would have thought he would have served earlier. But he was in America for 10 years, and it was just like that year he was like, I'm moving back.
6 years older than you?
Yeah, 6 years older than you.
Okay. I mean, I can understand why you guys were both at NYSC at
my parents, the age difference of my parents is 6 years as well.
6 years too. Is there anything that's not cute about the family structure? So basically, was there any kind of like relational gaps? You know, like, because obviously 6 years can put one person in millennial and another person in Generation Z, or like, I mean, 6 years is enough to like.
So his swag, his style at the beginning. Oh, so cute. You know, Americans, they wear baggy clothes, baggy trousers. And I was like, we gotta just, so when I travel, I'll just buy some nice Zara pants for him, nice H&M shirts. So I just helped his wardrobe.
Let's pause this to I just want to tell the ladies out there, you do hear about this, right? Zara pants and such. So when he was doing his own spending money in Nigeria, you went to Obudu to spend the money on me. Oh, so beautiful. Okay.
So his style evolved over the years. Like, I'll say, thank God, he's not like, you know, some guys, they be like, respect, and still says right. Like, he doesn't do any of that at all. He never throws that in my face. He's never actually said, I'm older than you. You shouldn't talk to me like that. It's like, at the same level.
Wow. And you guys just were able to meet. I guess when you find somebody that you truly have a bond with, I guess it doesn't really matter. The age doesn't really matter because you can just connect. It does. I guess. Yeah. Right?
And also, I think the idea of living in, I guess, in the diaspora and coming back. For me, NYC, I'm just like, I'm tired. I want to be done. But then there are people that go in. I mean, you played in your band as well.
I played in the band. I used to go to Unila. We'll go and play there.
That's amazing. I look at it, I'm like, that's where I was going. But now I've been so discouraged. But I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know the system can be annoying.
It can be annoying. But I was just also wondering, career-wise, like how's it been for you? Like you're more of like a creative entrepreneur. What does he do and how does that work?
So he's a banker. He's always been a banker. Before when I was in America, he was a consultant. Now he's a banker, and yeah, it works.
Speaking about, because you got married very young. Well,
I don't know that it's very young.
So the thing about it is that it's not very young if you think about it just generally. But I guess with the way the world is moving now and the generations come along, it seems like people are getting married like in their later 20s, ladies especially in their later 20s, but and even 30s. But you got married in your early 20s and now you have a baby. So has that changed like the dynamic with your friends? Because that's something that I sort of like, I find that when I have a friend who then later in our friendship, gets married or starts a very strong relationship, our friendship just kind of like it won't stop, but I just don't like being a third wheel, I'm not gonna lie. It's just not cute. It's just not cute. So, but have you found like your friend dynamic since,
Okay, so I'll say, my closest friends, like my secondary school friends that are my closest, only 2 of them are married. And they got married after me, like my closest. Yeah. So a lot of my friends are single and it's okay. A lot of them come to my house. Like a lot of them sleep over at my house. Like when Tola travels, my house is like joy.
Yay!
Joy kind of thing.
Oh, don't you guys invited me, but okay.
You're welcome. So yeah, I think it has helped me. I don't know, like my friendship group has expanded. Like now I have mommy friends. So I like that fact. And when we were dating, I wanted a couple friends, but we just never really had that many couple friends. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah.
So what has that journey to motherhood been for you?
So it wasn't planned, this thing. It wanted to wait 2 years, but man proposes, God disposes. And if though it's the right contraception, it's like,
it's not used to work.
It's just wow. So yeah, it wasn't planned. When I found out, I actually started crying, and I called my husband. I was like, babe, like I was actually, I don't even know I don't know how to describe how sad I was, but I was so sad and I was crying. And I was like, babe, because wedding planning took a lot from me, and because I'm an entrepreneur, like I need to be able to focus on my work, so I had to be on a break. So I was like, I've got my camera, I'm ready to get back into the swing of things, and now
pregnant.
And then a few weeks later, morning sickness, and I'm throwing up like 9 times a day. I'm hospitalized, so I was just like, what's all this? But looking back, like I wouldn't change anything, and I'm glad Tyranny came when he did. I'm actually really glad when he came.
He's so adorable.
Yeah.
And then moving, like with Tyranny coming, and you now, I don't know if your identity as a blogger isn't really changing, but it's sharing more it's evolving. You're sharing more of like motherhood, and I want to hear more about what you share, but also dealing in general with online criticism and like how much of you to share, how much to keep private. How have you dealt with that?
So I'm a very private person. Like even before, we did Tola and I for 4 years, but I never posted him until our introduction. Like a week before our introduction was when I posted that I was engaged. And even when I was pregnant, I didn't post about Tyranny. I didn't post I was pregnant until like 2 weeks. No, until he came actually. Until he came. That's when I started posting my maternity pictures. So yeah, I like to keep my things private. Even posting his picture, I didn't post it until he was 6 months. And it was just until I felt a release that I could. And I don't share everything.
Right. Yeah. So that helps with, I guess, more
like there's a boundary.
You have your boundaries.
Yeah,
so that's good.
So first, 2 things. First, before we have to go, because we really are running out of time, but let's talk about this snapback. Please, how do you do it?
Let me tell you, breastfeeding.
Wow.
Breastfeeding actually helps.
I've heard that before.
So I gained a lot of weight. I gained 20 kg.
Okay.
Yeah, so from 56 to 76. And after the baby left, I thought like 10 would go. It's only 4-5 kg that went. My belly was still there. I was just like, what's all this?
No one prepares you for that.
What's this? I'm like, what's all this? But I wasn't ready to do any exercise because like it felt like a tractor just hits me. Like I'm just adjusting to this whole motherhood life. So I didn't do any exercise for like the first 3 months. But I lost like another 4-5 kg from breastfeeding. And then I do like home exercises. So like all these like yoga videos on YouTube. And there's one 7 minutes belly workouts on YouTube I used to do as well. So yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about today's culture, dating culture? What do you think about today's dating culture? Do you think that, because I don't know, I mean, what do you think about it generally? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
You know, now people used to say men are scum. There are many scumful men. And they're giving like good guys a bad reputation. Like they're actually good guys in the world. But I feel like so many people have had their hearts broken or had their hearts like messed up by some guys that need Jesus. And it's actually a bit sad. Like I always feel sad like when people tell me about their experiences, but the good thing is like there's light at the end of the tunnel. One day their knight in shining armor is going to come up and things will change. So I just feel like people need to date like with care. Like don't give people time before you jump into conclusions like they're perfect, because a lot of people they can pretend. But somebody cannot pretend for 2-3 years, you get. So yeah, I just want.
So if you give it time, you'll eventually see their
you'll
true
see
colors.
their true colors, and also be alert for red flags. Like don't be clouded. Don't look at it in how they say rose-colored glasses.
I see. Okay.
I was just gonna add one more thing. Well, with motherhood now and raising tyranny, is there anything you've learned from growing up with both your career, creative-wise, and what your experience has been that would change the way you engage with tyranny or how you raise him more?
I don't know. I feel like people think I'm very hands-on, and they think I'm also like a child as well. So, like my sister, I'm like, hey, can this girl really be more? Like she's still a child. She still likes to bounce a mousy castle and it's candy flush. You get. So I feel like he has like a really good balance, because Tola is more like serious and like strict and like disciplined, even though Tola is also a joker and stuff. So I feel like Chenny has like the best of both worlds from us. And then it's really, really good that like his parents are alive, my parents are alive. So Chenny also has like his grandparents to bring in stability.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, just to round off, right? Let's talk about your faith and future projects that you have. I know you're a woman of faith, and you've talked quite a lot. You've hinted here and there about being able to listen for what God is trying to do with your life and following His plan for your life. So, how does your faith come to play in some of the things that you're going to be doing moving forward, and then growing your family as well?
So, I feel like Christianity has just, or my relationship with God has just helped me to like trust God. Because being a creative and being an entrepreneur, there are like seasons, like I mentioned, there are high seasons and there are low seasons. And being able to trust God in the low seasons and the quiet seasons, that, you know what, something is coming very soon. At this point, just focus on becoming better or create the content, like focus on other things. Don't like get depressed. Like I feel like some of my friends, like when things aren't going well, they get really down and they aren't able to focus on things. But 24 hours is like the max I would be sad for. Like max, like things don't get to me for that long, because I just remember that, you know, God is on the throne. He cares about me, like I'm his priority. So he's got my back. There's no need to worry. So it's really good that.
I love it. Well, just so grateful to you, Tuke. Thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
From all that we've discussed, I really love the fact that there is such a huge God factor in your journey. From your career to switching careers to having this beautiful orchestration of meeting your husband to how God has bombarded you with the surprise of a baby. That's so cute. I just love the fact that you are sort of like arms open wide and just willing to go with God's flow. And it's so refreshing to see that. What about you?
Yeah, that's what I picked up as well. I think it's so important to realize that with God, His timing is so important. Like it's time for music, it's time for content creation, YouTube, motherhood. And I feel like in all of these, you've learned so much that's going to grow you as a person. And yeah, I think that's amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Before we go, we'd just like to remind you that we are on social media at HOTM TV on Instagram and Facebook, and HOTM channel on YouTube. Until next time, my name is Tuke Ayo Adeosi.
And I'm Abise. Thank you for joining us.